way, Destiny's way. That was a little treat for you guys for coming back to my channel and supporting me. You guys, today I am going to be talking about living in the moment. So as you guys know, if you guys already watched my video yesterday, I was just like distraught and all that stuff. And today I chatted with one of my he was like a teacher. He knew me since I was a little girl. And so I called him, and he called me and gave me some words of wisdom. And he was talking about living in the moment. And I was like, yes, I need to talk about that today, because apparently I was like freaking out and just everything. Not even just that situation, just in life. Sometimes we think too far ahead, or we worry too much. And if we were to just live in the moment, how stressless we'll be. You know, we won't be so stressed. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to talk about that. And you guys, I just want to sit here and talk about that, you know, because when he was saying that to me, Mr. Reed, shout out to Mr. Reed. Thank you so very much for your words of wisdom, your encouragement, and just for, you know, for giving me your advice and your time. And sometimes young people, we need to take advice from I wouldn't call him an elder, but he told me his age today, so I guess he's an elder. But we need to take advice from them, because they are only helping us. They are only giving us that information that we know, that they know that we need to better ourselves. So what I want to first say is that he was so true. I'm steady stressing about school, stressing about this and that, kind of low-key depressed about like, goodness, I'm tired, I don't know if I can make it, all this extra stuff. But if I were just to stop, hey, Destiny, how about you worry about right now, this moment, this hour, this minute? What are you going to to decide to do to better that moment? Whether it's that, you know what, I need to be studying. So in this moment, I'm going to study for 5 minutes. It may not be much, but I've got something out of that 5 minutes, or that 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then the next moment, I'm going to decide, you know what, maybe I should get on my bike and do about 15 minutes on the bike. Or, you know, maybe I should read a book and put down my phone. Or, you know what, maybe I should spend some time with my children and better help them develop, because these are things that I'm struggling in and things that I need to improve on. So if I just stop and I know and live in the moment, I'm pretty sure that I'll be less on edge and just stress-free and just more calm. I have allowed myself to just get out, just to overthink things. I overthink things, or sometimes I pile too much on my plate, or I don't know how to divide it up evenly. You get it? I'm going to eat this section, so I'm going to just focus on this section right now. We're going to get to the other sections when it's time. But if I just decide to live in this moment, I may, for one, be still. I need to be still. I've been too antsy lately. I can't even hear signs from the Creator, from the ancestors. I'm too antsy and so discombobulated and just so unfocused and so unmotivated that I need to be still in the moment so that I can hear, listen, feel those signs. Be most creative. I am most creative at night or early morning. I'm most creative when I'm by myself and I'm thinking and I'm listening to music. Be in that moment and say, okay, what move can you make next, so that it can better help you, Destiny, or whoever's watching? What can it help you do, the next move? If we know that, you know what, we got a big exam coming for those that are students, but that's not until December, let's not stress about that. Let's worry about the assignment that we have today. Did we read that chapter book? Did we have study groups? Did we go to the professor's office hours? Or if we're parents, did we spend the proper time with our children today? We're not going to worry about what's coming up in November or next week, not even tomorrow. What can I do right now to better myself? And that's what I was just getting from Mr. Reed, and it just made so much sense. Like, Destiny, yes, it's good to be prepared and to plan, but don't get too far ahead to where you just drowning in your moment. You don't know when to just say stop and hey, let me think. What can I do better? Just different things like that. And I feel that if we were to take the time to live in our moment, we'll make better decisions. We will make the best of that moment. That moment can be either just that split second of a decision that hour, that day. But long as you realize, you know what, this is the section that I'm worried about, the subject, the matter at hand, and I'm just going to worry about that at the moment. Like right now, I'm worried about my classes. You guys know this, but I shouldn't be worried about. In a way, I don't know if you guys follow me, if I'm wording it correct. I shouldn't be worried about law school and getting stressed about not having the aid to get there. Should not be causing me stress. If I just worry about how I'm going to finish and get through the semester, then get through my last semester and graduate. But worrying about this moment about, you know what, Deystany, communicate with your professors. Do what it is you got to do. You know, Deystany, be a better mother. Because you guys, I'm lousy. And sadly, I can admit that. Because there's so many things I could be doing better as a parent. I could just be, and I'm not, see, let me take that back. Some people, I may be a good parent, but I know that I'm not where I need to be. I'm not, honestly speaking. That's one thing about Deystany, that you will learn, that I can criticize myself. I can see and pick out where I need to be better and you know, just improve. So if I take these moments and get off social media, stop watching TV shows, take these moments that matter most, because we can't get them back, and use them to my advantage, I will have better process thinking, make better decisions. Like I said, be less stressed. And sometimes we just got to do that. Sometimes we be so drowned, or we're so whatever going on, we cannot think about tomorrow. Sometimes we can't even think about the next hour. It's some people that are probably going through something right now, and it's just like, how are you going to get through it? I can't even bear to think how I'm going to get through the next day. You know, this is some of the things that people may be thinking. But if you take that moment and just say, you know what? Right now in this moment, I'm just going to think. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to exhale. I'm going to sit and think. I'm going to pray in that moment. Because in those moments, you can get your signs. It's so interesting. The word moment. It is looked over. We don't value moments. And as I'm sitting here talking to you guys today, moments are so very precious. They're small, but they're so precious and they're so mighty. And it's like, how dare we not take these moments to figure out how we can better ourselves, better our situations, better our lives, better someone else's lives. And for now, I'm going to really definitely apply this to my life and hopefully become a ritual, a daily routine in my life, to where I'm thinking about the moment. At this moment, Deystany, what should you be doing? I also came up with a new rule. Like every hour for 30 minutes, I'm going to be doing something else different. Then another 30 minutes, something else different. That way, you know, time. And it may be too, okay, focus on it, I'm all everywhere, but at least I'm giving my attention to the things that I know. If I know I need to study, let me study 30 minutes really fast. Let me get on this bicycle really fast. Let me give my kids 30 minutes. Then we just keep, you know, that's just what I'm thinking of. I have to live in these moments. And like I said, a moment can be really quick. It could just be a quick second. It could be that minute, that 5, that 15, that hour. What are you going to do with it is the question. So when you learn to live in your moment, we have to learn to, first be open. Be free. Try to do some type of, I don't know what you would call it. Some type of cleansing. Because this is like the start of something new, something daily that you want to add to your routine. So you want to just do something that you know what, this is new. Let me cleanse myself of all those things that I know that I don't need in my spirit and things like that, if you get where I'm coming from. I don't need in my atmosphere. I don't need in my circle. I don't need in my space. So once you do that, I'm thinking that the next best thing to do is just first breathe. What can I do next? Just ask yourself, what is the best? What should I do now? And when I'm thinking about it, you also want to just be more productive. I am not, y'all, I don't know what. I have been so lazy and so I don't even know the word. Just lately, ever since kind of COVID, ever since COVID, just really, not really, like I'm trying, but I'm not trying. Not tightening up the house like I should. Not being as motivated as I should. Not being a better parent as I should. I don't know what it is. I feel like trapped. And it's just like, now I need to take these moments. Each moment is a different moment that I need to experience for different things in my life, that I know I need to take for granted, and that I need to just, you know, recognize. They always say the first thing to something, like the first step to an issue is to recognize that there is a problem. And my problem is I need to appreciate my moments more. Stop trying to live for next year. Stop trying to live for tomorrow. I mean, if y'all follow what I'm saying, yes, live for them things, having plans, but the most important things is what you have right now. Because sometimes, for many thousands of people in the world, we don't get that next minute, that next moment. So our moments, it says a lot about us. It helps us, allow us to make the next move for us. And that very thing that we take for granted, that we look over, is so mighty and powerful. Moments. Give me that moment. That's why they say moment of silence when they're trying to honor someone who has passed away. Just to give you that, let's just really ponder on this. Moments give you the time to really think without just constantly overlooking. Okay, I'm not got to do this, got to do this, but I can't really focus on this moment because my mind is everywhere. I got all this. No, we need to take our time and we need to stop. We need to think about these moments, appreciate the moments. It's just amazing. When you take this moment, let me take a moment to just see how I would feel. Even if you don't do anything, you take that moment just to be quiet. Of course, our mind is always going, so we're just going to be quiet. Okay, what should I do? What should I say next? And that's why a lot of times, because we're spiritual beings, whatever you believe in, but that's why a lot of times we're so out of tune. We're not in tune with our spirits, our souls. And those that don't believe what I just said, sometimes we're not in tune with whoever you believe in. Because we don't take the moments that we need to properly assess a situation. We put so much on us sometimes. Our plate be so full, piled up. And it's like, we didn't even touch the bottom yet, but we steady piling it on up. We really sometimes are our worst enemies. Put so much on ourselves, which is allowing us to have so much stress. And what I realize about moments, since I'm on the topic, is moments, is that sometimes when moments or situation happens, it's either good or bad. But within that moment, we all know that we have learned something. Valuable lessons. I think that everything that anybody experienced, from you way on top, from anybody that's way on the bottom, that's just having a difficult time, that's just having the best time in life, we always learn something through every experience. Every moment that we have, whether we neglected, we rushed past it, it was something that we could have learned from it. And I know I'm young, you guys. I may look younger than what I am. I'm older than probably what I look, but I'm realizing that in life that I'm learning, because I'm still young, but old enough to know that I have experienced some things. And a lot of things that I experienced could have been avoided had I took them proper moments and not stressed about things. Not allow people to get me out of my character, because at the moment, I need to make a decision for that situation, for that moment. I don't know. Follow me, and hopefully I'm understanding you. Hopefully you guys are understanding me. But at times and moments and things like this, it's just, those are intimate times that we can't get back. We can't get back. Sometimes in these moments we got to think, is it really worth me making this decision? That's what I hope, Miss Rita, I hope you don't get me for calling, mention your name on here. But that's one thing he asked me today. He said, Deystany, why do you want to go to law school? Why do you want to be a lawyer? I kind of explained to her why. And he said, okay, well, is there something else that you can do to still help your people? And I thought about it. I said, yeah, sure, I could probably do this. I'd be advised. But to me, it wasn't the same as actually getting out there representing my people, for the people that don't have a voice. But in that moment, I had to think, what is it that Mr. Reed is trying to get me to think, to see? What I kind of did was, that you don't overstress yourself. You know what you need to do. You need to study, you need to apply, you need to do this, but don't overstress yourself. If getting into law school and political science, blah, 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 sometimes take a lower class, whatever it is, adjust your life or your schedule for the moment that you need. That way you're not overdoing it. And in that moment, I just need to sit and think. He does have a point. If all fails, if I don't go to law school, if I do not become a lawyer for whatever reason, because life just takes us, I still can stand for the people doing different things. Whether it's becoming an activist, whether it's just opening up my own little office and building, teaching people about the law. It could be anything. So in these moments that we take, you guys, as I'm still gathering what I'm going to say, because today I'm going off the top of my head, we also want to be thankful. We want to be thankful and grateful that we have a moment to live. We have a moment to decide. We are able to think, those that can think for themselves, that are healthy mentally as best as they can, to think that, you know what, this is what I want to do for my moment. In this moment right now, I'm going to love myself. In this moment right now, I'm going to hug myself. In this moment right now, I'm going to forgive myself, whatever it may be. This moment right now, I choose to say this is going to be the moment, the day that I change my life. That I decide to be my best me. Different things like this, and I'm just so. That's why they say live in the moment. You guys heard that saying. Live in that moment. Enjoy whatever it is. Go through the process of that moment. Sometimes we get ahead of ourselves when we're skipping. He also said that too. You can't get all the way to 7. You got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is steps. There's a song, because I grew up Christian. Order my steps in your word. Order my steps in your... Something like that. Order my steps in your word, dear Lord. Order my steps. There's steps and it has to be done in an order. Lead me, guide me every day. Send your anointing, Father, I pray. Order my steps in your word. And that song, I still think of that sometimes too. We have to order our steps. They have to be in order. We have to be, each moment, each step, it's got to be in order. And that means that we can't go jumping. We can't be here. We can't be there. We got to be still. Living in the moment, or thinking of the moment, or assessing the moment, you have to be still. And a lot of us, much like me, we're just everywhere. We must be living in the moment, making sure that we're ordering our steps. If I knew the words and I could sing a little bit, I would actually sing it for you guys. But you guys, Google it. Order my steps in your word. I don't know who sang it. So, I don't know. I wanted to come and talk about that today. I was inspired yet again today. You guys, man, the Creator's just really showing out for me. Because y'all just don't know. Like, I have really taken the time out to sacrifice some things for this YouTube thing. Yes, some people may be like, Deystany is just YouTube, but this is something that I know I wanted to do because I can reach the world. I have something to say. I know I can help the world as much as the world can help me. And I'm realizing that the steps that I have taken, I'm not trying to go all the way to 7. I'm willing to start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? To get to where I need to be and accomplish the things that I've been asking for. And I'm seeing them unfold. I'm seeing them unfold slowly. So slowly. And when I think about it, it's just amazing. Like, I'm trying and I'm seeing the results of the things that I've been wanting. I've been putting effort, you guys. I fast. I kind of stopped fasting recently. But I fast for 21 days with a couple of 100 people with Dr. Umar Johnson spiritually. I prayed and fast. I think it was a 15-hour fast or something? I done forgot. Each day for 21 days, it was like 15 hours, I believe. And I prayed and I meditated and I wrote down. I wrote in a journal. I talked to my ancestors. I talked to the Creator. I said, Creator, this is what I want. I am fasting for my channel. I am celibate before my channel for the things that I want to do. I'm putting that out there. That's my way of showing an act of faith or whatever to the Creator. Hey, Creator, I'm trying to be clear, be the best me. I'm going to be celibate. I'm going to fast. And I have kind of stopped. I took a little break off fasting, but I'm going to get back to it. But during the time that I was fasting, I was able to live in those moments, to sit there and think and meditate. And that's when best too I hear the Creator and ancestors. At night, time like this, early dawn, before dawn, and I'm in that moment, reflecting, thinking, praying, worshiping the Creator, talking to my ancestors, being my best me in that moment, not trying to get ahead and cheat, get all the way to 7. But when you live in your moment, you're able to grow more. I feel you're able to hear more, feel more, be your best you. If y'all wonder why I'm sitting down, because I'm just, sometimes when I'm really in tune thinking about something, I just sit and think, and sometimes I don't know if I'm making sense to y'all, but sometimes the Creator's talking to me. Shay, sometimes if I say Ashe, so like I'm hearing something great, okay, I'm saying Ashe means amen. Different things like that. It's just amazing. And even sometimes when we don't take advantage of our moments, it is okay. You have the next moment to do better. And the next moment after that. And the next moment after that. Just to make the best decision as we can. Life is amazing. You are amazing. I am amazing. I'm growing in the path that I know that I should be growing. And y'all start living in the moment. It's a lot of times, like say if you had a concert. Oh, yeah, and y'all already know I got a story. So y'all already know I went to go see Anita Baker about 2 years ago. The best day. That was literally the best day of my life. I have 2 more days, but that was the best day of my life. And I recorded a little bit of it. Just so I know I had it and remember. But then I had to stop the recording because I wanted to live in that moment. I wanted to get everything I could, all the energy, all the love, just use an example for you guys, to be in that moment. For some of you, it may be your wedding day, when you were up there dancing with your husband, living in that moment, creating memories. Some of you, when you were sworn in your jobs, or if you're in the military or anything, living in that moment. So, as you can see, moments are very valuable, they're very important, and they're very, very important, and they're very needed. They're very, very needed. And if we just rush past it, it's like, what's going on? We're missing something. Take these moments out now to just better yourself. Be your best you. If you got to listen to this video again, listen to it again. Understand that you guys always know that this is always coming from a place of love. I'm not trying to offend no one. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I'm just trying to just share my experience and just do what I feel that this is part of my purpose. I done said it before. Would never have thought I've been doing a YouTube. Never. Not until after one of my good friends. She calls me her angel. She know who she is, my ding. And I still to this day think I'm undeserving of that title. She manifest that in me before I even knew. She said, Ding, you gonna be doing YouTube. I said, Ding, no I'm not. And look at me. And y'all go follow her. Breezy's World. And it's just amazing. I forgot what I was trying to say, but I'm just thankful for these moments, for this time that I have to sit here and to use my voice, my experiences, my strength to help my community. Because we don't get these moments back. So thank you for all your moments, however long this video is, that you took of your time to support me. It's just really, really amazing. We have to savor the moment. Get the best out of the moment. I'm going to end the video because I'm done. I done said moment about 500 times. And I'm just so thankful. This has been the best part of the day because it's kind of like therapeutic. I'm in here quiet. I'm sitting here thinking. And what I'm talking about is something I can sit here and ponder on really fast. So, we're going to get into song of the day. And the month is almost over. We do have one person who participated, so she know who she is. And you guys, Listen, y'all better participate. Song of the day, all right? And also listen to my videos, because sometimes I may throw out, hey, what's this and that? What's my favorite singer? Where did I go? What did I so just to make things fun and more spiced up. I thank you guys so very much. I can't wait to say thank you for the ones that have been walking with me from the beginning. Okay, when I get up there, I'm gonna be too busy, but I'm always gonna remember where I come from. I'm always gonna remember who were there to support me. Because before I go, I'm gonna say this last thing and do some of the day. I really consider I am a genuine person. I'm a rare type of person. And I've realized that not everyone think like me. Not everyone, as far as like being considerate, being kind. Granted, your family members, sometimes you're a little, I don't know, you treat them a little different, because I don't know if it's because you know them or whatever, but for the most part, all my friends that I had in the past, or associates that I may have, soul sisters that I may have, I realized that I just thank the Creator. So I'm going to say, I thank the Creator. I thank the Creator for the person I am becoming, for the person I will be. I thank the Creator for answering my prayers and chants that I have been asking and fasting for, that I am still celibate for. Just different things, so that I can make better decisions in my moments. So, time for Song of the Day. Thank you guys.